welcome to another edition of HotCakes. We are your hosts. It's Hidude and Kev in the house. Hi, dude. How's it going, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Oh, better now that you're here.
I have
Better
to
now
say,
that you're.
I nominated you for Sexiest Voice of 2021 purely because of the beautiful theme songs of yours.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the nomination. More importantly, did you vote for me for sexiest voice?
Of course, of course.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I have to say, I noticed we're locked in a dead heat here of one of the battles, the in character poster battle. I see you have the edge on that, and it'd be well deserved, good sir. I think you've got like 5 different awards coming your way this year.
You don't deserve any of them except like one or two.
Nah, nah.
Like
And oh, go ahead.
I was winning Player of the Year last I checked. Like, come on.
I
I
voted.
didn't participate in any foreign affairs game-changing politics or whatsoever. I don't know why people were voting for me there.
I voted for you for Player of the Year, and I'll tell you why. So this whole show is just going to be Hi Dude and me just sucking each other's butts. But um,
Talk.
this is the reason why is your wall of text posts that you've done, your different commentary that you've done. You've done in character posting, but you've also made pragmatic different topics and threads on the meta and the political landscape. And typically, it's just a bunch of like you know Rose Syndicate TKR people just like there's like 4 people that ever do that, right? And then the rest of the people either go her dare I agree or whatever, right? But you kind of came out of left field and made yourself known, and I think you did a really good job. So that's why.
That's awfully nice of you. Thank you. Well, I was inspired by Thalmor, who I nominated for a few things. So
Yeah, Thalmor, for those of you who have not listened to his show, he's a staple in the Orbis community. He does his Thalmor radio show every Friday night, and he's been doing that for like 2 years. Which, my God, I mean, I remember when Charlie and I were doing that every Friday night. We did it for like 4 or 5 months, and that was way too much. I cannot imagine doing it for 24 months. So if you haven't checked it out, be sure to check that out. The man of the hour, the most missed player of 2021 joins us. Lefty, how's it going, buddy? Lefty, do we have you?
I'm missing him even more by the second.
Yeah. We've got a bottle of maple syrup with your name on it, buddy. Oh, he left.
Oh, he's gone.
He must be allergic. Oh, here.
Looks like Lefty left the chat.
Oh, oh gosh. I hope he doesn't stay behind. Oh, here we go. He's back. Lefty. Oh,
Every
there
time
it is.
I go on Morph Radio or in this freaking server, I can never talk the first time. I had to leave and rejoin. But I'm honored that you guys missed me so much, especially in my long absence, because I haven't been around for quite a while, as everyone apparently realizes. So,
Yeah, yeah. Just you not being leader is you being away, and people miss you being leader.
honestly, it's almost like I never left. This is so natural to me.
Yeah, I just, I, I think the underground is calling.
Yeah, I'll call up RH right now. We'll reform that son bitch.
Let's do this, dude. You guys had the goats there. You had that trench guy. You had Alex Smith. You had the goats.
That's right. Trench still plays, by the way.
What alliance is he in?
I have no idea.
That's pretty cool. So tonight we have a very, very special show for you. Last Tuesday, we had the debut episode of HotCakes. Thank you, Killsbob, for recording that. And we had some mind-shattering interviews. And it's going to be hard to top, but I think we have an even better show in store for you tonight. We have an all-star panel. We have Pelsada, the leader of an alliance that plays this game, and then we have Xavier, also a leader of an alliance. So
Very
first things,
specific.
yes, yes, and so I'm very excited to talk to these individuals. George is joins us. So before we get started here, we're gonna change up the show just a little bit. Now we're gonna do a segment called George's Gigantic Hour. So George, if you want to come out off of mute and give a little snippet.
Uh, I'm just waiting to be muted. How's it going, guys? Nice to meet you, Xavier and Plazada. And I was surprised I'm still talking at this point. That's about it for now.
Well, George, how's TCW doing with the move over to Rose?
Good.
Just good. Like, is it weird having the new allies? Like, what's your favorite part about being in Rose Black?
God, I'm
No.
just waiting.
And that's all the time we have left for George's Gigantic Hour. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Always a pleasure. First up, Xavier was kind enough, and Pulsada were kind enough to join us. Pulsada, I've had some interactions with you, so if it's all right with you, I'm gonna start with Xavier. And if you guys are Lefty, Hidude, if you guys are cool with that,
Yeah, go for it.
awesome. Lefty, I don't actually care what you think, Lefty. As long as Hidude's good with it, then. Just kidding. Xavier, can you come off of mute, buddy?
What's up, man?
Hey, dude. Hey, you want to give a quick introduction? I've never had the pleasure when I hit you up on DM. It was the first of our chats. So I'm looking forward to this interview. Do you want to give a little introduction for the rest of our listeners?
Hello, I'm Xavier. I run Solaris Directorate.
Okay, what is Solaris Directorate?
That would be my alliance. Why else would it be?
Nice. How long have you been playing this game, Xavier?
Somewhere between 5 and 6 years.
No kidding. Holy
It's like
smokes.
my fifth. It's like my fifth reroll.
What were your other rerolls names? And why did you decide to dump the name Kashav?
Kashav.
Never mind. So, what were your other names?
I don't think I ever was C20. I never was really any kind of important figure, not like I am now anyway. I had one nation that was called like Gervania or something, but it's been quite a while. It's been a long time. I started this one after a year.
Okay.
Why do you decide to reroll on this one?
Oh, I did it for, well, the second and fourth time I did it. The last time I did it was just because I got bored of the game.
Fair enough.
So what kind of experience do you have, and what made you want to create an alliance?
Well, this is my second alliance making on this one, on this nation. Previous experience, let's see, I was the second in command of another micro as my second or third. I don't know, I'll have to pull that up.
Oh, the micro that you're a part of?
Yeah.
Was it Pantheon?
No, Lord, no, I was never part of Pantheon. I was in shit. On my first nation when I first joined, I was in what's it called? That alliance that had the big issues. NPO.
Camelot? Oh, NPO.
Lord, no, don't insult me.
Oh, sorry.
No offense to Camelot.
Oh no, absolutely not. NPO. So you're an NPO, and then you decided to make Solaris Directorate. What direction?
Oh, not on this nation.
Oh, okay.
I was in TLE before. When I first made this nation, I went to TLE.
Oh, okay. Hey, Lefty, I know you have some burning questions you'd like to ask. Lefty just left.
Nope.
Well,
no questions.
I do have one or two.
Oh, he just rejoined. He tried to ask a question and it booted him. Hold on. My Discord's being silly here. All right, there we go. All right, Lefty, do we have you?
Oh my god.
That was
This is
perfect timing. That was so good. So Lefty, what questions you got, buddy? And then you left. So what do you
See the
got?
thing, I actually waited a little bit. I'm just saying. But so you nervous? Like are you nervous being on the radio? Because you sound a little unsure of yourself. Like all we're trying to do is get your history here. So what's it like living in the micro world? Or is that all you ever know?
Micro World, he's a major alliance, Lefty.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Listen, I'm not going to insult him. I'm just going to tell him what he is. So, you said you re-rolled a bunch of times because you got bored and all that stuff. So, what keeps drawing you back to the game?
Whenever they add new features and stuff, and you gotta check it out. I mean, this time it's not been so bad because I got, like I said, I started in TLE and I met a bunch of good people there. Started to get into a little bit of coding there at the end of NR. Then when I went back to TLE, that's really what keeps me around is this time because started to get a little bit bored with what they have now. Really waiting on these new features. What new features?
But no, it's true. Like the game doesn't really evolve that much.
No, it doesn't. When you re-roll and you stay away for a few months, year, something like that. I mean, the game kind of draws you back because you want to see how your old community was doing, see how it's ended up, and you want to go back to talking to your old friends. What's funny about that is after I started this nation, all my old friends pretty much left. They all left with me.
That's how this
Oh.
game be sometimes.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. Like you leave, then all your friends leave, especially when you're alpha. So
Jesus.
Too soon.
Is it? Right
After
on.
that-
So like, oh, go ahead. After that
After that $100 billion loss there.
Yeah, it was a rough day for a few people, especially Church of Adam. So Xavier,
Or not a few people, just two.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
There might have been a few people, but there was 16, but there was only two.
When I said a few, I should have said a couple. My mistake. So, Xavier, so you're the leader of Solaris Directorate. How long? Let's click your link here. Let's take a little look-see. You guys have been in action for almost a year, 270 days.
Well,
Wow.
There's an issue with that founding date. It's actually when I formed Solaris, I had a prior merge with Dawn Rising, so we're actually using their account, and I use my credits to change it. So the founding date's actually a little less than that.
Oh, don't tell anyone that. Just own the 267
I don't
days.
care.
Yeah, I do.
But
I don't
I
care.
appreciate your honesty. So, Dawn Rising, the infamous Dawn Rising.
Yes.
Never heard
Lots
of
of good
Dawn
people.
Rising.
What? Hi, dude. You've never heard of the Dawn Rising?
What?
I mean, there's a dawn that rises every day, but it certainly isn't this one.
They had some issues. I've always been a part of Dawn Rising, even during my stint in TLE. I mean, I helped them out. When I first started my bot, they were kind enough to test it.
Aren't we all part of Dawn Rising at heart?
Yes, there you go. Lots of good people, though. I mean, even the little war with Sanctuary and Black Guys. Is that what it's called? Black Guys?
I got distracted by Lefty's kid being like, "I love you," and Lefty's like, "Shut up."
Oh, cute.
Sorry, go ahead.
Just like I said, there's lots of good people there was lots of good people in DR. I honestly found myself talking more in the DR server than I ever did in TLE. I mean, not anything bad about TLE. I love TLE. They were family. There was lots of family in TLE. But when they decided to disband, that's my first choice was either Dawn Rising or Start an Alliance. So I came to an agreement with my current second in command, and we decided to just reform Dawn Rising instead.
Okay.
Best of both worlds.
So I'm about to put you on the hot seat. Are you ready for this?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Brace yourself. It's
I'm
about
braced.
to get hot in here.
Okay, I'm braced.
All right, Xavier. So I'm
sitting
going to
in.
do some rapid fire questions at you. All right.
Okay,
And they're
go
not
ahead.
going to be easy, but you can't take a lot of time to think about them. You ready?
What is this, like spell car?
No. So
Okay.
right now, your alliance is sitting at 28% Gray Nations. How do you account for this, and what is your plan going forward?
Kick all the
Kick
Gray
to
Nations.
28.
What's that, Xavier?
Kick all the Gray Nations.
Kick all the Gray Nations. Can you do that live in air? On air?
I usually leave it to my IA department, but yeah.
Authorizing your IA
Awesome.
department
All right.
to kick you as
We'll
well.
check back with that nation page here in just a few minutes, see if that's done. In the meantime, I'm going to ask you to multitask. I really appreciate your endurance
Nancho.
here.
Sorry, hold on a second. Nancho, if you're in the radio, will you kick the Gray Nations?
All right. Perfect. So next question.
Wait, sorry. Before you go on to that one, you're a Gray Nation, so can you also give the leadership position to someone else and leave the alliance?
I'm not Gray.
Yes, you are.
Oh, he is.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
That you have to kick me too. I am Gray. Look at that. I fixed one already. That was where that war. Never mind. You're good. I was beige.
Awesome. I lost my train of thought. So right now you are a protectorate of the Way, and you have an MDOAP with Titanio. With that said, what is your Titanio? What is your FA aspirations? What do you hope to achieve, and how do you plan on getting out of the protectorate stage?
For right now, we don't have any plans of leaving the protectorate stage. We love the Way.
You never want to leave at the protectorate stage? You always want to be a protectorate?
We don't have any plans right now. I mean, we're not looking at blocks, if that's what you're asking.
You don't want to be a big boy ally of the Way?
Lord, no, I don't want to be no big boy. Big boys get targeted.
Ooh, I see a Grey Nation got booted, and I also see that Xavier is no longer leader of Solor's Directorate.
Yep, there you go. Well, let me go ahead and pass this on to the next leader.
No. So you have no aspirations for your life?
We have no aspirations FA wise. No, not right now. I mean, I haven't gone out and actively talked to none of the I haven't gone out and talked to none of the blocks. No, I mean, we conduct FA, but most of the time it's peace declarations and talking with the Way. Other than that, no, we don't really have any other aspirations. Not currently.
When you make a peace declaration, what does that look like?
Like when you have a war and you need to go and get it peaced. That's what I meant.
Okay. Have you ever thought about posting those on the forums?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I like the idea. I haven't heard of it myself, but I'm thinking about taking that. So thank you for that idea.
Posting peace on the forums?
Yeah, like
a
declaration of peace.
Oh no, I'm not talking like an alliance war peace. I'm talking like, hey, our member raided you. Hey, raided one of your members. We need peace.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You post that on the forums
all the time. I think that's a good idea.
No, I don't post none of those on the forums.
Okay.
It seems pretty insignificant. I don't need to post anything alliance wide on the forums.
All right, next hot fire question.
Go ahead. I'm braced.
For HotCakes. Okay. Recently, there's been some shakeup within the political atmosphere on Orbis. What is your take of this shakeup, and what do you see happening and transpiring between the blocks on Orbis?
What kind of shakeup? other than Way leaving Oasis, it's the only shakeup I know of. I don't really, like I said, we kind of stay out of the Orbis wide stuff.
Rank the major spheres from top to bottom. starting with the Johnsons.
There was a picture of those here. Just a second. One second here. Starting with the Johnsons. So you want me to start at the bottom?
Yeah, well, start at the top and make your way down from the best to the worst. And you can start with the Johnsons.
Oh, good lord. Who do I want to piss off today?
So start. So it goes best block to the worst. So go ahead and start with the Johnsons.
Okay, well, I won't do that. I will start with. Well, I gotta start with our block, at the very least.
Do you know what
Mile-
block you're in?
The Mile High Club,
There you go.
Rose Lot, whatever one you call it. The Mile High. Then you're probably looking at Hollywood, Blackwater, Mystery. Actually, let's do Mile High, Hollywood, Blackwater, Clock, Mystery, Johnson's.
Oh, you must have misheard my question when I said rank them from
What?
best to worst, but that's okay.
I think he did
We'll move
worst
on.
to best.
Yeah, same.
Did I?
Yeah, I think maybe so. All right, Hidude, your turn. Quick fire questions.
You got hit 6 times in the war in Armenia's Revenge, and then got hit by pirates 3 times after that. How do you plea?
Are you still talking to me?
Yes,
Like personalized or nation or alliance
your
wide?
nation. You got hit 6 times, launched no offensive wars, and then got hit by pirates 3 times following the war's conclusion.
And what was the question?
And why didn't you fight back better?
Why didn't I fight back better? Is the question. That's the question. Why I didn't fight back better?
Yeah,
We were trying to stay out of the war.
I mean, when pirates hit you, you got to fight back against the pirates, right?
Otherwise,
yes.
they'll keep coming.
Or don't let them have anything.
Okay. Is that all? Lefty, Lefty left. Typical.
Back in chat.
Oh, Lefty's back in. Sorry, Lefty, I didn't see you leave there. There we go. There he is. Hey, Lefty.
Baby Jesus, man, I am so having technical difficulties.
Yeah. Put the moose back on the wheel that powers your internet, buddy.
Listen,
You
no, it's
know,
can't afford high-speed internet. It's 2 squirrels and a raccoon.
Oh,
You'll-
right. So do you have any fast questions? Quick, Lefty, quick.
Oh God, I can't handle the pressure. Can't handle the pressure. Oh, why do you hate fun? Because
Why
you
do I
listed
hate-
clock so low on your list, so obviously you hate fun.
Who's clock again?
And the clock is like the most amazing block in the whole freaking game. So why do you hate fun? Is it because we wrecked you twice, or we
Probably.
keep beating up your daddies?
It might be.
Well, I guess my daddy's stronger than your daddy.
It must be.
Lefty's so full of crap. Xavier, you can beat him up. It's fine. Lefty's so full of it. All right. Well, I think he's off the hot seat. Congratulations, Xavier. You are the first one to survive the hot seat. And I would maybe not unscathed, but no one can be unscathed on the hot seat.
that was a hot seat. That was more like.
That said, I really
warm.
appreciate your time, Xavier. Do you have anything that you want the Orbisians to know?
Nope.
Hell yeah. Well said, my good sir.
Attaboy.
Thank you and appreciate you hopping on. All right. Oh, he left.
Now that's how you do it right
That's
there.
a baller move.
It
He's
is.
gonna
It's
have
just like, you know
nightmares
what?
about the hot seat
I'm
for
out.
weeks.
Damn.
He
All
should have suggested he did a Thunderdome with his ally.
I really do appreciate him coming on.
I do too.
Take some guts to get in there and survive the hot seat.
Lukewarm
I
seat.
mean, he did better than Eric. God, singer. I see him in the audience there. Just kidding, buddy. All right. Next up here, actually, real quick, I have to take a little bit of a tinkle. There is a new ad. Are you excited for this, Lefty?
Oh, I am just dying.
Weisel paid me for this one.
Oh, seriously?
Sure.
Is
So
it going to be as good as the BK
it's
ones?
try better.
Is it? I don't know if you can.
That's a high bar.
Poor
Yeah,
Eric.
it is. George,
Okay.
how much did you actually end up paying Kevin Charlie for all those ads?
George
think
literally
their
funded our entire
city growth is
nation's like
probably
just
from
city
BK.
three, I'm pretty sure.
You're a gem.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here comes the ad. I gotta take a tinkle. War. Blackwater never shies away from war. War is who we are. And we do it better than anyone. It's time to gear up. To your battle stations, soldiers of W. Now, go to your nation. Click the cities tab and delete that intro. Ain't no one do it better than us. Just check the stats. VW to the top. Blackwater number 1.
Are you back?
I'm back. Kev's not. Like, there's no way.
Give it to me, baby. Ay, give it to me, baby. Ay, give it to me, baby. Ay.
And all the girlies say he's pretty fly for a shy guy.
You know it's kinda hard to lead in lines today. Yeah, Lefty isn't cool, but he fakes it anyway. He may not have a CB, he may not have hair, but you better duck when he starts to group to share. So concentrate, he'll play it straight. Now you know he doesn't get it anyway. Play the game, keep it lame. He'll say A, he'll say A. So if you don't text, better not relax. At least you'll know you can always go to bar. The world needs more Lefties. Hey, do the Canadian shake. Give it to me, baby. Ay. Give it to me, baby. Ay. Give it to me, baby. Ay.
And all the girlies say he's pretty fly for a shy guy. Sorry, that was the only link I had handy just because I played it earlier. And I wasn't done. So we're back.
Why are we friends?
Yeah, I made a song for you.
It's beautiful, but sometimes I question our friendship here.
Whatever, man. Welcome back. Thank you for the advertisement and the money support, Weisel. I appreciate it, as does the community of Very Good Media. It's consumers like you that help this place continue to run. So
I
thank
would
you.
have asked. But you
All
never
right,
make
so
them
we're back
timely.
with some more hard-hitting questions. Posada. We're joined with the one and the only. Posada, can you hear us?
Yep.
Hey, buddy.
How's
How are
it
you
going,
doing?
man?
Oh, doing good. You guys?
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Hey, so you want to give like a brief background here, just so people can get acquainted? Wow.
Brief background. I don't know. I think I started playing this game in 2016, 2017. Bounced around a few alliances. Ended up at the Dark Brotherhood. We had a bit of falling out.
Oh.
Started my own alliance from a bunch of guys from nation states. I did not know about NPO before I did this, so don't blame me for that. Ended up at Empire of the Romans. Had been falling out, and now I'm back running my little block guys with guys from nation states. That's me.
Nice. All right. So thanks for that rundown. I remember you being allied to Children of the Light back when hedge money was a thing. The
Well,
alliance name is PIRU or PURIIRIPU.
All of that,
Yeah, look that up, George.
the whole thing. It's
Man, what's that acronym stand for? Okay.
Roman Imperial Union.
Oh, perfect. Well, so you said, just to draw on a little bit of recent history, I guess you said you were in Empire of the Romans, but
Yeah,
before
yeah.
that you were in PRIU. So you went from PRIU to Empire of the Romans back to PRIU. What happened there? Why not stay PRIU, or why not stay in Empire of the Romans?
Well, I guess PRU was in a bit of a stagnant state. So when Justinian, who I see is in the chat here, came with me with a merger offer, I figured, I'll give it a shot. Why not? Send you for my members, something we could do together, maybe grow a little bit. Definitely see how the game functions on a higher level than just being a small 15-person micro. And, worst that happens, we just go back to being PRIU, when it's all over.
So recently, tabloids reported back that you and Justinian had a falling out. Do you care to elaborate or comment on said falling out?
Justinian and I never fully agreed from the get-go on policy, on the direction. We were just had two conflicting interests the entire time, and I guess the gap between us grew with each passing day. Our approach to how we run things, the disagreements grew, it got more heated each passing day. And after 5 months of being locked into something like that, it eventually is just going to fall apart. Things did come to a head, and that's exactly what happened.
Were you removed from your position, or did you just voluntarily leave with all the guys on your own?
Oh, I was definitely removed from my position.
Appreciate the honesty on that.
Well, it's been leaked out there already, so.
Yes,
I'm
Lefty?
not gonna say I told you so, but
You totally
I
are going to
told you
say
so.
You're totally going to say it.
Well,
Yeah,
so
when this happened, I did go to Lefty because he was our protector at the time, and I asked him what his take on it was. He wished me really really good luck, and then I would probably regret it shortly. So depending if 5
it's
months is shortly or not, then I guess he was right.
it's not that I don't like just what am I? No, wait. I still call him Robert.
Roberts.
Yeah, okay, good. So it's not that I don't like him or anything like that, but I just knew that you guys have conflicting personalities, right? And plus, you guys were my prof, and we picked you guys up because of the Delta War. Like, so I had a little bit more of an vested interest that I didn't really want to see you guys go that way. And although I'm glad you're back now underneath the umbrella of us, no,
Yeah, back
told
where
you
it
so.
belongs.
So putting on my tinfoil hat here for a bit, is it possible that Justinian wanted the merge so that he could eventually kick you out and hopefully keep some of your members within his alliance, just without any power?
If he was planning to do that, it was a very poor move. The guys that I started this alliance with, well, we go back about 5 years in nation states now. It's just that nation states is a pretty stale game, so we just wanted to branch out, do something new. In politics and war was what we decided on. So trying to poach those members, guys who go back so long, and we all know each other pretty well. It's a it's a pretty lofty goal there if that was the plan. But honestly, I don't think that was the plan. I know Justinian. I know how he kind of operates, and he will merge with anyone with a pulse. And I guess we had a pulse, so I think that's pretty much the gist of it there.
Okay, so I'm going through your nation page right now, and I can't help but notice that Lefty declared war on you like a few with my gift to you. Can you explain that? Like what happened there?
Yes. Lefty wanted to be ruler of Empire of the Romans, so he declared war on me. So he could force me to bring him into a leadership position and take over.
Well, why didn't you let him?
I thought I would create drama.
Well, I mean, you could make the most missed player of 2021 suddenly the least missed player of 2021. Like that's a once in a lifetime opportunity right there.
Well, fun fact about that whole event: I had total TKR support. They'll never admit it, but it's fact. And yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't live with the theme of the Roman coups, but I don't get it.
Well,
Has
little
they
did I
become
know that a
great
week
again?
later, I would be cooped. So I guess I kind of did in a sense.
Okay, so I really don't know much about was it Russo-Roman Imperial Union, but I will say I want to clear the air here for a bit. You may recall that my Alliance Oblivion may or may not have spied you throughout all of February and March of this year, which I mean the February one was okay, but I was starting to feel a little bad by March. And by Johnson's War, getting to see the rise of the powerhouse known as Johnson's made me feel really bad, even though we did nothing wrong in the end. So I just wanted to apologize for all the spying, and hope we can put a positive foot forward.
Honestly, I do appreciate all the spying. Not
You
just for
do?
that,
Oh,
the fact that
can we keep going?
I didn't say that.
No.
What I will say is you did start the spy thing with us, or I think it was with us. I'm not sure. Then you moved on to the rest of the Johnsons, and that would cause the war with the Johnsons, and that was where our alliance did shine a bit, and that's when Lefty decided to pick me up on the side street, and I got to move up in the world from there.
You got to
So
keep in mind you're really cheap too.
Definitely so cheap.
So when you went with Children of the Light, like what was the like internal or external goals of the alliance?
Our alliance.
Yeah.
Well, we had just fought a war with the Johnsons, together with the Johnsons, and we were a small 15-person micro. We had about 12 really active participants in that war, and somehow we were at the top of the net leaderboard for the Johnsons, which we thought was probably problematic. We couldn't carry that much like all the time, so we decided it might be better to explore other options at that point.
So like what kind of like growth or politics or FA things did you do when you were with Children of the Light?
Absolutely nothing. Lefty would not trust me with any of that.
Yeah, that's true. We controlled their FA, but that's normal for a Proth. We had expectations for their growth and stuff like that. We discussed it, and why am I answering his questions? Go ahead, buddy.
So they handled our FA because they're our
He's so used to handling their FA, he just jumps right in.
and they did have expectations of our growth, and we talked about it. So
Did you grow at all? Because I'm looking at your nations and they look about the same size as before.
did we grow? Sort of. There was some growth from our members. Our line size has maintained about the same. We have a couple guys who, with the split up with Empire of the Romans, have gone on vacation mode. One guy decided he was done with the game. So our growth doesn't really show up that much just because of that. But yeah, we're about the same place we were before, simply due to our growth and losses.
I will say you have double the nations, which is 4 in spying range now compared to before, which is it's progress.
And we plan to get a lot more. We do have a growth plan this time. To be fair to Justinian, I did learn quite a bit while I was there about how to grow, not eating every micro alliance that is out there in the game, but there are other ways you could go about it, and we definitely have plans on how to do that. So that's starting to come into fruition now, and hopefully we will be growing quite shortly.
Okay,
So,
sure.
yeah. So
Go ahead.
part of this show is making the Orbis a better place, clearly. And last guest, we were able to help him clean up his Grey Nations by having him coup himself. So I'm curious, when are you signing up for Thunderdome to go 1v1 versus Empire of the Romans to fight for who is the true Roman Empire? When would you be down to do this?
I don't think that's necessary, to be honest. Everyone knows who the true Romans are.
The Legion.
Shut up. That's it. They have done pretty good for themselves, so kudos to them.
So would you be willing
No,
to do
they
a
haven't.
Thunderdome? Would you be willing to go 1v1 versus them? Check out their war performance in this war. Would you be willing to do 1v1?
I was told before the show to pull my punches, so I will do that.
Who told you to do that?
I got many DMs about not starting
Come
anything.
on.
About
I mean,
not
you're
starting
your own free man.
Yeah. Lefty doesn't control your FA anymore. It's fine.
Lefty controls everything. Lefty controls your FA. You don't even know it yet.
All of this time.
And it's
He
time,
just
so I think
disappeared.
he just disappeared.
All right. Well, are you ready for some hard-hitting questions?
Absolutely not. Let's do it.
You're ready to be on the hot seat. Here we go. All right, Mr. Pulsata, you are now sitting on the hot seat, and I am making your introduction incredibly long so I can search for your alliance end game and pull it up on my computer.
None for
All right. So you're currently sitting at almost 10% vacation mode members. Are you willing to boot said member?
Said member. No, he just joined. He literally just joined like 3 days ago.
Perfect. Why did you sign Aurora?
Where I signed Aurora. They were the best option for us at the time.
Best option. So it wasn't your primary option. Who did you want to sign?
Oh, Lefty, but he totally turned me down this time.
So Aurora was leftovers?
Allura worked in concert with Kata, so they kind of ganged up together to take us.
So it was like you got with someone because they said they were cousins of a band that you liked or something. Like you're trying to chase the stars, and you just caught the closest thing to you.
And beggars can't be choosers. And during that time, it was going through that nasty divorce with Justinian, and things need to happen quickly.
How have they been as protectors?
Oh, absolutely amazing.
What's your favorite thing about them?
Say again.
What's your? This is the hot seat. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, hot seat. Interruptions will happen, and these are hard-hitting questions. What's your favorite thing about Aurora?
Oh, definitely the fact that they're not trying to kill us over purple this time.
This time, so that happened before. What happened before?
Oh, they totally trying to kill us because we had too many low members on purple when we just started the alliance, and this time we've come to an agreement on the purple color, so that's definitely awesome.
Who's your favorite member of Aurora?
Probably can.
Why?
Can you do the can?
Ooh, I cannot believe you just said that. So, okay. What is your future aspirations for your alliance?
Like I said earlier, we do have plans. No offense to politics and war, but recruitment on that side has been more challenging. We do have a lot of new members signing up in the nation states, though, and a lot of them seem interested in coming over to politics and war. So we're actually trying to use nation states as our feeder to get a lot more nations into our alliance and into politics and war that way.
I get it. So, nation states is like Aurora, and politics and war is kind of like Cataclysm. I see. So you're trying to do whatever you can to get things going into politics and war, and you're using any means necessary, which would be nation states. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so next question: who's your favorite gov member?
of my
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
That'll be Alsace for sure.
Oh, for sure, no doubt. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's something special about someone you could put as heir and just never fear they're going to keep you in a million years.
Rank the best to worst blocks in the game, starting with the Johnsons, and go.
All right, so the Johnsons are at the bottom, obviously.
Well, no,
Block
I
is
said
100%.
best to worst. So the top one would be the best one. So starting with the Johnsons, go ahead.
Okay, so on opposite day, the Johnsons are the top one, and then on opposite day, Clock would be the bottom one, and then there's everyone else.
Okay.
So opposite of opposite day. I think you misworded a little.
Yeah.
I know what I said.
Mm.
Besides, are we still calling up the Johnsons? I thought they were supposed to go back to Delta.
I used to like you 4 seconds ago. No, this we are the Johnsons. The Johnsons have been around. The Johnsons are and always will be, and I don't appreciate the slander. But I'll try to look past that. Lefty left and came
You
back
left again.
Oh my lord!
Well, I personally, I'm
Sorry.
getting a lot of anti-Johnson sentiment from you. Like first you leave the Johnsons for a worser sphere, and then you decide to not even call them Johnsons anymore. Like, what's up with that?
I was never part of the Johnsons. I was part of Delta. I left the day before they changed their name.
Listen, you were a Johnson, and
I
you're
was
being a
never-
Johnson right now.
I was never a Johnson.
You were
I was
born
always
in
a
the
Delta.
Johnson, bred
Listen
in
to
the
Papa.
Johnson.
I didn't fight a war to be number one in Delta, just to be number one in Johnsons.
Well, it's one and the same.
Well, it's a little different than Lefty. Let's calm it down.
Well, I guess.
Posada, I'm going to give you a power that few, nay, no mortal man has ever had. Can you give me a family name?
My family name?
No. Not
No.
Not talking about real life stuff. I'm talking any generic family name that you can think of.
Wow, this is the hardest question I've had so far. Smith.
Smith, I'll give you one more option. Or one more. Say one more different, or another one. This time, do a good one.
Bismarck.
That's a family name.
Yes.
That's a type of donut.
Yeah.
Dickinson. Dickinson is really. Oh my gosh. Vice. Posada. I'm gonna ask you a third time and look in chat.
Yes.
Can you name like a family name?
Can I name a family name?
Yeah, look in chat.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it.
Can you name a family name?
A family name, a good family name.
Yep.
Would be Biden.
Would be Dickinson. It's a great name, buddy. So, from here on out, I dub thee a member of the Dickinson family. The Dickinsons have been born this day, but you are in your infancy. We shall see where this leads. So may you spread your seed and grow your family far and wide. Praise be.
I guess I'm supposed to thank you for this. So I would do that.
Okay.
You basically got knighted.
Why do I feel like I have stains all over me then?
That's
Jeez.
Hi, dude. Any comments?
Let's see. All right. So Aurora has a history of merging in some of its protectorates. Like, for example, most recently Iron. Do you think that Aurora will eventually come to you one day and be like, hey, I want to merge in this alliance?
Oh, Aurora's free to merge into Priu at any time.
Oh, so the other way around.
Yeah, we'll take anyone.
Adding themselves to being a member of the Dickinson family.
So how about if your favorite person becomes the leader of Aurora? Would you merge into Aurora?
Are you planning to coup Aurora?
Yes,
I
DJ.
don't know.
Answer the question.
It's a boring day. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Answer the question.
I mean, obviously.
You would?
Oh, obviously, yeah, 100%.
You cannot take back your answer.
Oh yeah, we're gonna merge. We're gonna, try to get along for about 5 months, and then I'm gonna be on the street again. That seems to be how it works. So
Lefty, do you have
But
some,
only
do you have
if
some
our
news?
name can be Space Romans.
Space
That's
Roman?
our name has to be Space Romans.
Man, the quality of this show is really falling off. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it sure has. Yeah.
No, it's a deal. Space Romans. I'm changing it right now.
You're the one that invited me. You knew
I
what
know.
you were getting into.
You're right. All right, we're gonna take our last break, and then we're gonna come back and close this sucker out before it gets awful. Okay, here we go.
My name is Beerho. I would like to invite you to join my alliance, the Golden Horde. We are a great alliance full of many experienced people. If you are interested in joining our great alliance, please contact the Great Khan, Beerho. And that's me. We'll see you at the Golden Horde.
Corn is the backbone of our society. Corn can be used for all sorts of things. Drugs, heavy industry, and my personal favorite,
chaos. Tear the fabric of Orbis and let loose the thralls of corn. Honor me with the burning of pixies.
Whoa, hold on there, partner. I think we might be talking about two different types of corn. See, the corn I know grows from the ground. It's got stalks. It's lovely. It tastes delicious. And it's covered in
blood. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. Corn for the cornflakes. All shall dread the power of Terminus Est. The harbingers of doom on Orbis. Join Terminus Est today.
And we're back.
Which version of test was that for?
It was like 4 versions ago.
This one. Actually, I think
This
this was.
one.
Oh, what?
This is the worst Terminus as version.
Yeah, I know, but they have the best ad, so that counts for something.
Can we just retroactively apply this to the previous ones?
It was actually made a couple tests ago. But anyway, speaking of some great content, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of something fun. And I know I'm not the only one that's going to think this is pretty neat. There's at least one other person here that's going to think this is neat. You can go ahead and take a look at this and see what you see. I'll just leave that there for a second.
I'm scared to swap out of the screen because my mic might die again.
Okay.
Every time I swap screens, I have to leave and come back.
I'll unmute George for this, I guess. Go ahead, George. George, are you there, buddy? George.
He's probably gone for another smoke break, man.
Yeah. So, for those of you that click that link, this AA's flag has changed. Meanwhile, nothing has changed in that except for the flag and then the abbreviation. And then, look at the nation in there. And if you look in that nation, it is the Charlie Traveler. Yes, the Charlie Traveler is taking the partisan route, and it appears that the Charlie Traveler may be making a return. So I thought that was pretty neat. His content is known by many and loved by all. And I'm excited to see what that means. There will be some new content coming from the man, the myth, the legend. And yeah, Lefty, what do you think, buddy?
I think he'll be here on Thursday, just like the last Thursday 3 years ago when you told me he was coming back on Thursday.
Went out for a pack of smokes and just never came back.
He abandoned me. Like, I'm sorry. whatever. I'm over them now.
I thought that was neat. In regards to the war, I'm just curious. Hi, dude. Do you have any passing thoughts or any kind of off the cuff thoughts on the war here before we sign off?
I will say, as a member of Hollywood Milcom, I expected Blackwater to be fighting back so much harder, and they really are not. So this is an on-air plea for them to please start building military so that I can stat pad harder. Thank you.
Lefty, what do you think, buddy?
Excuse me, sorry. The war is actually quite boring, minus the whole horsecock thread, which I thought he nailed pretty good. It's definitely not what I expected from Blackwater. I understand they're saying that, oh, it's a strategic thing, but the truth is, the way I view that, and I'm not speaking as anything to do with clock. I retired. In my personal opinion, it's poor form, it's poor sportsmanship, and I don't really appreciate it so much that now when it feels like you're going to lose a tier or something like that, instead of fighting your way down and starting to beat on people, you just automatically give up and everyone rolls over. They're not the first group to do it, they're not the first alliance to do it, but I sort of expected a little bit more from them than what they're doing, because look at the alliances in it. They're not bad alliances. They're great. A lot of those alliances are really good alliances, but it's just not performing the way I expected them to perform, and the way they handle the situation seems a little bit poor to me. Like, it's pretty bad. Like I said to a couple of people yesterday, that the whole cam thing was more interesting than the actual war that's going on now. But I think a lot of that has to do with the way that we do play politics. And someone made a comment today that we play politics too much in back rooms instead of using the forums with these text walls and all this fun stuff, which I actually really agree with, because I know I played a lot in the back rooms, and it doesn't add any value to the average player, because realistically speaking, only like 12 people, if that, runs the politics of the game. So maybe we should use this war as a thing to emphasize playing more in the open. I sort of ran on a tangent.
Well, no, I absolutely agree. I have no backroom dealings whatsoever because I don't do FA. So, given my state as a community contributor, I do my best to get my voice out into the forums, because sometimes Discord gets a little like shit posty and a little toxic, like what some people might be pointing out from Blackwater. But so I 100% support the inclusion of like more walls of text and information, whatever, on forums, so that more people can see what's going on.
Amen. And I think that's a really good point by both of you guys. And I think that's a good point to end this on. It was entertaining for the most part. I appreciate the guests for coming on. Kills Bob, be prepared to end it. Thank you so much for attending this show. I'll open it up, or if you guys want to go to off topic or the regular VC, you can after this. But I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Hidude, Lefty, and
Thanks.
our guests. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening.
Thanks for tuning in.